2 minutes late, that's all. Guess what? From the last time I spoke to you, I went to bed and I woke up exactly 5 minutes ago. Oh dear, so it shows you how tired I was. Now, one thing that I had to tell you is about the weather here. Now, on the way up, it was really bitterly cold. It was down to 9.5. Well, I haven't come across that since I used to be in England. But I've never liked the cold. I'm a bit like my now I come to think of it, my great aunt Annie. She was quite extraordinary. I thought about her today because I saw a woman getting out of her car. I say getting out of her car, I don't know how she did. She was a passenger and she was certainly in her 70s. And she had what seemed to me to be about 30 blankets wrapped around her. And also things wrapped around her legs. And I thought, well, maybe she's got a hot water bottle wrapped around her stomach as well. Well, that was my great Aunt Annie. She was a very peculiar lady, very large, and sadly was not liked by many people, but she used to wrap towels around her legs when in the winter when she was cold. When she went to bed, she'd get towels and wrap them round her. And then she'd also put a hot water bottle on her stomach at night. And it made me think of that. Chilblains. Do you know anything about chilblains? Well, the elder generation in my time suffered very badly from them. Very, very painful, I think, they get in the legs or something. Not that I've got them. Don't you dare suggest that I'm old and have got chilblains. I haven't got them at all. Excuse me. However, but the cold is extraordinary. Now, by the time I got to, I mean, all the way along, coming from Oslo, it was pouring with rain, and it was, you know, there was that mist, that terrible mist that you get in England, and it was really rather unpleasant. Now, I couldn't see a lot of the lovely scenery, but I did manage to film quite a bit of it. I put the little GoPro camera on the dashboard of my car, so hopefully we'll get some pictures from that, unless I forgot to turn on the switch or something. Oh God! Anyway, it was 9.5 degrees for a lot of the way, and eventually when I got here, it was 20 degrees. So you can't win. So I took off my coat and my pullover and everything else. Not everything. And then decided to, well, just to strip off because it was so hot. 10 minutes later, it was down to 9.5 again and pouring with rain. Now, to be able to get my car into the car park, which was one of the most disgraceful car parks I've ever seen in my life, totally uncontrolled. I've gone into all that with you before. But it was a 20-minute walk to get to this car park. Now, I do think the hotel have some responsibility for getting their customers a little better suited than that. So that was jolly. What have I seen? What sort of images have I seen today? Not many, because people stayed in their cars, but I did see a little boy get out of the car, and his mother wanted him to have a pee, and he wouldn't. He was about 2.5, I should think, 3 maybe at the most. And there was a terrible fight, and I don't know what, she was Norwegian, but I thought I heard her speaking a little bit of English. And he said that he didn't want to pee, and she said, yes, see, yes, you've got to. And so in the end, she pulled down his little shorts and made him pee. And of course, there was only a trickle there, poor little thing. I mean, you can't force people to do things like that, can you? Or maybe you can, I don't know. But he was a sweet little boy. And of course, I turned my head the other way when all this was going on. And afterwards, he came up to me and slapped me on the back. So I rubbed his head, and I thought, oh, well, I better be careful, because otherwise I'll be called a child molester or something. But he was a dear little chap. But I have no intention of touring this city, or this town, or whatever it is. Might have a little snack tonight. I'm not all that hungry, actually. I did have the most delicious bacon hot dog, a Norwegian bacon hot dog, on the way in, and that was lovely. But that was about 14 hours ago, so I might have a little something tonight, and then I shall go to bed very early, so that I shall be bright for my broadcast report tomorrow, and I'll be able to tell you what I think. I'm not going to go touring this place, because it just seems to me to be nothing but shops. I'm looking for there is a nice church I saw down the road, so I may go and explore that. I don't know about Norwegians' religion. I think they're Protestant, aren't they, or Methodist or something? But I shall, I'll think about that. I've got some information on Trondheim, which is not exactly riveting. And it tells us that, let's put my spectacles on. I'm getting very grumpy in my young age, aren't I? It says here, it has a population of 187,353. And I wonder who and where the 353 live. It's the third most populous municipality in Norway. Fascinating bit of news. A lot of Vikings here, of course. It was a settlement and was founded in 997 as a trading post, and it served as the capital of Norway during the Viking Age until 1217. Here we are. From 1152 to 1537, the city was the seat of the Catholic Archdiocese of Nidaros. Since then, it has remained the seat of the Lutheran Diocese of Nidaros and the Nidaros Cathedral. Well, I was going to look for that. It was incorporated in 1838. The current municipality dates from 1964, when Trondheim merged with, well, these other places. And clearly, when Marks and Spencer's moved in and Starbucks, and do you know, everywhere you go, there's a McDonald's, isn't there? There's a McDonald's and a Burger King right on the corner of this town. It's a Burger King, can you believe? What are the Norwegians doing? Surely they've got their own dishes that they can rustle up. Aren't I getting grumpy in my young age? It's awful, you know. I'm not showing you this room, but it's full of all my things. I just came in and just threw them on the ground and said, to hell, I'm going to bed. That's how it is. But however, tomorrow is another day. Now, after leaving here on Wednesday, I go to a place called Brønnøysund, which I've never been able to pronounce and probably still can't. Brønnøysund. And I shall spend 2 days there resting. And then on Friday, we shall come to the pinnacle of my journey. And from then on, I'm starting to return. But I've got a very long journey ahead of me from the Arctic Circle, Bodø, to cut right the way across Sweden. And that's the longest journey that I shall be doing, which is 10.5 hours. What do I think I'm doing? Well, I hope what I'm doing is making some money for our guys who have had a rotten time. Help for heroes. And incidentally, if you're watching out there, Mitch, I know your back is not good and you've gone back to England, but you'll be all right, I promise you. They'll take care of you. Everyone will take care of you. You're such a decent chap too. And I want to see you when you come back. I hope you feel better and get that rotten old back working again. They suffer such terrible injuries, you know, these guys. I met a guy who lost a foot from stepping on a mine. And then you see people in various shapes and sizes and with prosthetic legs and arms and goodness knows what. Some of the guys have gone dead from shell fire. They've gone deaf, not dead. They've gone deaf. And it really is heartbreaking. I wish I had all the money in the world. I wish all the millionaires could be forced to give up their money and give it to these guys who've been looking after us. Because they do deserve it, don't they? They really do. Now come on, you lot. Put your hands in your pockets. Every time I come on here, I have to tell you to do that. Put your hands in your pockets. And let's have some money for our heroes. And they are heroes. I do feel a bit of a hero myself today, having gone through the rain and the awful weather. I feel a bit like my old Auntie Annie. And I think if it gets much colder, I should do the same as her. I should just wrap towels around my legs. That'll be interesting. It's all right for you lot in Benidorm with temperatures of 42 degrees, swimming and sunning it on the beach. Never mind. Mine is a good cause. And I want to help the guys, and I want you to help the guys. Now, don't you desert them anywhere in the world, whether you're in Melbourne or in Kuala Lumpur or Nagasaki or anywhere. I don't care where you are. In America, please, let's have a few of those dollar bills for these guys. We do owe them so much. Anyway, I'll try and be less grumpy tomorrow. Excuse me, and less tired. But it has been a very tiring day for a young chap like me. So I've not much more to say to you tonight, really. I might go straight back to bed afterwards. But I'll see you tomorrow at 2 because I'm not traveling. So I'll see what I can muster up, see if I've got enough energy to pop out and look at all these shopping centres in Trondheim. In the meantime, I hope you all sleep well and think about our heroes. And I'll see you at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Okay? If I wake up in time, that is. Nighty-night.